Your April tarot reading is ready. I'm Eleanor. Welcome to Pink Pearl Tarot. I've got no intro. I'm ready to just dive right in. Your cosmic theme, your overall cosmic influence for April is creativity. And this is like the Magician card in traditional tarot. And for where you might find yourself on your journey, you have reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. Okay, I love this. I see some visual synchronicity between these bubbles here. You have these castle towers that look very much like this triangle here. The butterfly, I feel like these two circles look like butterfly wings together. So this month is all about you arriving at an outcome that you have been working very hard for. You have focused everything for weeks, months, maybe longer, on this goal of creating or manifesting something, and you're starting to see signs of culmination. And for some of you, this does have like a feeling of homecoming. So for what to look for on the horizon, to give you evidence that you're arriving, that you're here, that your destination is ahead, you have the Three of Cups. I love this card. I love the little bunnies. So a big sign that you're arriving is the appearance of your people. You will start attracting or finding within your orbit people who are more aligned with you, more supportive of you, who see you, who accept you, who are both like and also complementary to you. So if it's people you already know, then they will be celebrating with you. You know how they say when the student is ready, the teacher appears, but this is more like when the traveler is ready, their comrades will appear. So there's just this general feeling of coming into good company. So for where you will see the most change in April, you have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. You could see some hardship begin to lift at some point this month. And I love that with the Three of Cups because there's an acceptance of being surrounded by support. You could start to feel more included, more considered, more taken into account. I mean, it's not like hitting it rich or anything. It's more like a feeling of thawing out, or that feeling when you've been on a road trip through the Midwest and you need to stop and there just hasn't been an exit with a gas station or civilization for a long time, and you finally see evidence of people. So it's a sense of relief. And there's also a reduction in loneliness, especially with that Three of Cups there. So for what will be your biggest obstacle, you have the Four of Cups. So that tracks. It makes sense that if you've been through it lately, that you would start to close yourself off, to narrow your focus, to be reluctant to jump on opportunities, especially social ones, or to be vulnerable. So this can indicate also boredom or apathy, but it's the kind that slowly develops over a string of disappointments. So as an obstacle in this context of arriving at your destination, there can be a resistance to believing that it's really here or that it'll ever be possible. Like you've been on this road trip so long, it's like, nah. With the road trip metaphor, it's like thinking that it could be a mirage and not trusting it because maybe you've been tricked once. So the best thing would be to try to stay grounded and to challenge yourself to keep some softness and optimism and to fight that total rigidity and closed offedness. So for the best thing about April, the best thing about the month, my favorite card, you have the King of Pentacles reversed. So anytime I see a king in reverse, I think of loss of power. So since it's sort of in a way the negative expression of this self-made persona, and it's in the context of something positive, I'm going to say that someone is losing their power over you. Now, court cards can represent aspects of ourselves. So this can be the disempowerment of an inner bully, an inner critic, the facet of your persona that has felt like it had to prioritize material gain over other forms of nourishment. It's like a freedom to pursue expansion and power in other ways. So whether it's you getting off your own back or someone else, it could be a boss or CEO that you can't stand retiring, or getting out of a financial controlling relationship, or something with that sort of flavor. So for your influence and impact on others in April, you have the Emperor reversed, the Emperor in reverse. Two major things. They could overlap, but I don't think so for most of you. One thing, you could be actively assisting victims in freeing themselves from some system of oppression, whether that's something that you do as a passion or your actual job, but it's an overt act of empowering others. But for the more of you, I would say it's more that through this act of creating your own life, the way these cards suggest, it's empowering others to do the same. So what it's doing with that Emperor in reverse position, it's demonstrating or illuminating to others to what or to whom they have given their power away. Something that you are doing or something that you are being could be forcing others to address where they have taken on a victim mentality in their own lives. So for what opportunities you should be looking for in April, you have the Nine of Cups reversed. This is a really interesting reading, you guys. It's all fitting together like a perfect puzzle. The first thing could be opportunities to be content in ways that you have previously denied yourself. So what opportunities for wish fulfillment or just basic satisfaction have you either missed or turned down in the past? With that Four of Cups as an obstacle, it does look as though there could have been some resistance to accepting something good, because when something good comes in, there's always something coming in behind it to gobble it up. I mean, have you ever been in that place where it seems better to have never had something than to have had it and lost it? They're really wanting to explore finding the flaws in that logic, or finding the ways that it has reduced your enjoyment of life. So for where you will find the most support, you have the Knight of Cups reversed. So this looks to me as though you can actually support yourself, and you can support yourself better by reclaiming your support of something else. And this doesn't have to be mean, it doesn't have to be sharp, no one's done anything, but we all get to say from time to time, hey, I've been taking care of this thing or this person for a long time, and it's costing me. It's been to my own detriment, and I need to prioritize myself for a bit. It's like an art teacher that hasn't had time for their own art or music. Have you been such a good friend or builder-upper of others that you've depleted yourself? Now, I want to be clear that it doesn't indicate emotional vampirism or anyone taking you for granted or advantage, just that you've been willingly giving, and people aren't going to turn down what you're offering. It's up to you to say, hey, I need to offer this to me right now, and it looks like people might understand. I definitely, it feels like a supported act. So for your self-care directive, you have the Death card. Weird combination of words, but spiritual exfoliation. With this energy of destination arrival, there can be a hesitation to unpack, especially with that Four of Cups and the Nine of Cups reversed. Like you want to stay ready to get on the move again, kind of like living out of your suitcase, not taking your coat off metaphorically and staying a while. So what do you need to do in order to shed that baggage, to bring both feet into the new life instead of lingering in the doorway? There's something that has to be let go, or a cord to finally cut. Now, on the practical level, look at unhealthy habits that have developed on your journey but that you don't need here at your destination. What do you own or still have ties to that is like cinching off this new identity that's trying to be born? So this is a really exciting time, Leo. I'm really happy for you. Much love, and I'll talk to you next month. Thank you.